welcome. It's Mindless Ways. So today I have a request to do a roast. So we're going to get started with that. And I'm going to start by washing my hands. Oh man. It's been a long day today. Been, looking for stuff, trying to find stuff everywhere, haul all of this stuff back into the room. Burning hands, burning hands. Alright. So we're going to start off with the actual base of a roast. Because when you make a roast, you want a bed of something so you don't burn your meat. You can just let the juices from the meat season whatever you have underneath of it, aka your bed. My bed today is really simple. It's just going to be an onion. Not anything important, just 1/8 inch, just cuts across. He came out. So we want. So when we make our bed, we're going to use that, and then we're going to use some of our potatoes. I have one already cut, and I'm just going to cut it into a bigger chunk so it can time out with the meat right, because the smaller the chunk, the faster it'll cook, and then you end up burning it and have overcooked vegetables and undercooked meat, and it's not good. You can catch salmonella and other nasty diseases like that. So I'm going to cut this other one. When you cut your potato, I had a whole one, whole big one. Imagine this has another side. You want to cut the whole one straight down the middle, slice right through his belly. And after you cut him right through his belly, it should be a side that looks like this. One on this side, and there should be another one on that side. Cut them straight down, just like whoosh. So your first cut, you have your whole potato sitting like this, straight down the belly. Then after you get them straight down the belly, you want to turn them and then cut them straight down the middle. You know, just to even it out, make the cuts look more uniform so they can all cook the same way. Uniform is always good, you know, helps cook evenly. You always want even cooking. Try to not burn your stuff either. That's why we like cutting that way. So I'm going to cut this one in half. And then I'm going to flip them on the sides. And then I'm just going to cut the halves in half. So I cut it in half, and then I cut these two halves in halves. So everything's, you know, nice and good. And just cut them in the half again. A lot of halves. So let's go over that again. Cut it all down. We cut it from the big part through the belly. We flipped them over again. Cut them straight down. Then after we cut them straight down, we cut them right in half. Now we cut this little section in half, and then we made up these two again, and just cut them in half. That's it. That's all. So when we make our bed, because potatoes don't burn as easy as onions, you want to lay your potatoes down first, and then whatever other vegetable, you know, you might have celery, you might have carrots, you might have onions that we have in here, or any other vegetable you want in your roast. Really anything can go. I've seen zucchini in there, but really zucchini and squash you want to save more towards the end because they're so soft. And just sprinkle your lighter vegetables that have a tendency of burning on top. You sprinkle them like this, and this is your bed, basically. And you would put your meat on top. As seen here. TV magic. You like that, huh? Love that TV magic. So we got them. And now we're just going to have a little bit of seasonings. This is a pork roast. Basically, there's two roasts. Pork, beef, and veal and lamb roast. I did pork because it was cheap, because beef roast was really expensive. So since it's a pork roast, I'm going to add a little bit of oil to them. So, because pork dries out because it doesn't have a lot of fat over it. But if you have a beef roast, you wouldn't add this oil step into them. It looks all nice and shiny and pretty now. And now we just have some seasonings. You know, we have sea salt, bay leaves, mixture of thyme and oregano, herbes de la Provence, It has the same thing as this in there, and then it adds lavender to it. Then we have rosemary on deck. Then we have some sugar, onion, garlic powder, and salt, regular salt in here too. So since you have sea salt and regular salt, you wouldn't want to put too much of this one on. This one is just more for the garlic and the onion and the sugar, because you want it to caramelize and make it nice on top. So we use that. Now sprinkle your rosemary. Then crack open your sea salt. Sea salt is very powerful if you have sea salt. I mean, it's really highly recommended to use. Everyone uses sea salt now. If you don't, you can just use regular salt. It won't hurt. And these are bay leaves. Everything that I'm sprinkling out is 1 teaspoon, and it'll be at the bottom of your screen. The whole recipe will be, all the recipes are usually at the bottom of your screen. If you're ever wondering how I made something, check the bottom of your screen. And this is the thyme oregano mix. And this is the herbs de la Provence. And you just sit them out there. I want to bang them a couple times, you know. Make sure everything's in there. Great and gravy. And everything, all the air bubbles are out. And just put them under. I don't have another trick one like I usually do, TV magic, and pull them out and cut them for you and show them everything. But I will post a picture. Follow me, Twitter at TEANSMTH, and like my fan page on Facebook, Mindless Ways. Picture will be posted after this gets done roasting. And to my idiotic mistake, I bought pork tips, so I made them look like it a roast. Ha! Fooled you. It was looking quite good, wasn't it? But yeah, those are just pork tips. But you would do the same thing as if you would do in a roast. And we have some times and cards. You probably can't read this, but if you want him rare, you would do 11 minutes. Medium, 14 minutes. Well done, 15 minutes. And that's per pound. So since this was 4 pounds down here, I would do 11 minutes rare per pound. So you take 11 times 4, 44 minutes for the whole thing to end. And so on and so forth. And you do the same thing with beef, but you will increase the time by 1 minute. So if you're doing a beef roast, instead of 11 minutes, it'd be 12 minutes, 14 will switch to 15, and 15 will switch to 16. Again, if it's a beef roast, switch it 1 minute. 11 turns to 12, 14 turns to 15, 15 turns to 16. And that's about it all today. So all I have is really short, sweet, simple, probably like 2 minutes, maybe even shorter. I don't even know. I don't really check the times. But thank you again. You know, follow me, Twitter at TEANSMTH. And follow me on Facebook, on the fan page. You know, peace, love, happiness. Thank you. Keep showing your support. And send us some more requests. I like doing this.